What's going on, y'all? The Oklahoma City Thunder are 30-5, 5-game lead in the West. And with the trade deadline approaching, you're going to see some rumors being floated around about potential trades that Oklahoma City could make to improve their roster because the Thunder are thinking rings. But there was a trade presented by Sports Illustrated Wizards, which is the Wizards site for Sports Illustrated, that put together a trade package to send Marvin Bagley to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Definitely intrigued my attention. And with the Thunder chasing rings, the Wizards are thinking their future. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about it, break it all down, see what y'all's thoughts are. So jump in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of a deal to send Marvin Bagley to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you be a part of everything that we have going on over here. But let's talk about it, right? Let's lay out the deal. The Washington Wizards would receive Ousmane Dieng, the 2028 second-round pick, which is Oklahoma City's, the 2028 second-round pick, which is from Milwaukee, and the Oklahoma City Thunder would receive Marvin Bagley III. Simple trade on paper, but there's context that you need to understand. That means everything. And the big thing is the Thunder have a problem. And that problem is called Victor Wembanyama because Oklahoma City has now lost all 3 games this season against the Spurs. And the issue keeps showing up in the same way when either Chet Holmgren or Arzine Heitenstein go to the bench, the defense collapses inside if Victor Wembanyama is still out there, or vice versa. If the Oklahoma City Thunder aren't shooting well, right, then it feels like the Spurs kind of have the Oklahoma City Thunder's name. And although Marvin Bagley might not answer your shooting woes, it does answer some size questions because Hartenstein hasn't been the healthiest all year. And so there has kind of been a concern for me there thinking maybe Oklahoma City needs to go out there and get another big that can give Chet a little bit more of a rest to make sure that he's ready for crunch time minutes, but also make sure that Hartenstein can be as healthy as he can be going into the postseason. And so for the Thunder, trying to go to back-to-back champions, that doesn't happen unless you make moves like this. So this is where Bagley would come in, right? He's a true third center who can stay on the floor, play those scrappy minutes that you don't necessarily need Chet or Isaiah Hartenstein to play. And against San Antonio, it would allow you to have 2 legit bigs available at all times when Victor Wembanyama is on the call or on the court. No more small ball desperation. No more surviving the non-Chet minutes, right? Bagley isn't here to be a star. He's just here to kind of help try to solve a matchup problem. And that's what contenders do when they look to make a trade. And you might be saying, well, okay, what else does Bagley bring? Well, he's not going to be a guy that's going to go out there and score 20 points for you. But if he could just rebound, protect the rim, absorb physical minutes, keep Chet fresh in closing time, and like I said, keep Hartenstein fresh during postseason play because I'm concerned with how many times we keep seeing Hartenstein on that injury report that he's not going to be the healthiest going into the postseason. So I think a move like this would potentially help you in that matter. But what does this do for the Wizards, right? Well, for the Wizards, this is going to give them 2 picks that they can flip on draft night into either a first-round pick or straight up just draft 2 more guys in the second round. And it also gives them a young player in Ousmane Dieng, who, although he hasn't developed in Oklahoma City the way that we've want him to, he has shown talent flashes, right? He has shown what he can be, which is shot creation upside, defensive versatility, and he dominated the G League, winning the finals MVP there. And so for the Washington Wizards, you can pair him up with Alex Sarr or Kubali, and all 3 on the French national team. That matters, especially for a rebuilding roster where you want to focus on development, continuity, things like that. So it would make sense for the Wizards as well in terms of minutes, growth, flexibility. And I wouldn't say there would be like a clear winner in this trade, right? I'm not going to say Marvin Bagley increases Oklahoma City's wins, but I just think Marvin Bagley could end up being a player for Oklahoma City that makes more of an impact than Ousmane Dieng does. But he doesn't necessarily raise your ceiling. Maybe he raises your floor just a smidge, maybe by 1 game. So it was an interesting trade by Sports Illustrated. I wanted to kind of put it out there, see what your guys' thoughts were. Listen, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you continue to watch these videos, continue to pull up as we're making content. especially with the trade deadline coming up. I have a feeling we're going to see more potential trade scenarios. But jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. We'll see you on next time.